Good morning, fellow option traders. It's Friday, November 22nd, 2013. And of course, this is the weekend before Thanksgiving here in the U.S., and the madness will start the end of next week with the Black Friday, early Black Friday, and all the other craziness that's going to happen then. I'm going to try to avoid that as I have pretty consistently over the years. Occasionally, I'll get swept up in the madness, but for the most part, I would say 9 out of 10 years, I just stay home and point and click to do my shopping on Black Friday. I'd much rather take the hit price-wise for convenience rather than the craziness out there. I don't like crowds, I guess you might say, which is why I stay huddled up all by myself in front of my computer talking to the world. I guess that's pretty much the way that I like it. So today, not a lot on tap. Yesterday was fun-filled, but the market did pretty good yesterday. Also, jobless claims were down a tad, and the PPI and Fed survey all came in line. There was no surprises there, I guess you might say. So let's take a look at what's going on around the world. We are mixed in Asia, and in Europe, mixed also. I don't like saying as well. I try to avoid it, consciously avoid it, because so many people say as well as other people. Never mind. Okay, this is getting crazy here. All right, so let's take a look at the futures here. We're looking slightly up, which is the way we looked yesterday, and it just went insane. Gold took a hit. It's down to 1242. Is it going to hit 1200? I don't know. Silver's below 20. And oil is up a tad. It's actually above 95. No wonder I decided to get gas yesterday, and I paid 20 cents. It went up 20 cents yesterday. That was kind of a big surprise here. Everything else looking like it's looking. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that yesterday I did exit the TSLA Calendar, and I actually made a little bit of money on it. Let's take a look here. Tesla. Alright, so let's sold it for $1.30, and I bought it for $1.20. So I made $10 on it, covered my transaction costs. I'm not going to get rich with those kind of trades. But what I did do, and I'm going to tack that on the end of this video, today's video. I'm not going to put it in the middle. So it'll be at the end after I say goodbye and happy trading. I'm going to tack on a video where I was actually watching it in the live market and deciding what it was I was going to do, so you get a little insight into my insane thought processes if you want to watch that on the end of this video. I don't know what it is. It's like maybe 10 minutes or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how long it is, but you might be interested in that. Also, all the alerts that triggered off yesterday, I didn't pull the trigger on any of them, nor did I enter any Apple Calendar, and I was messing around with Apple to try to figure out what I wanted to do. But XLV, WAG, and Priceline all triggered. We'll take a peek at those. So, WAG, let's look at them first, because that was kind of the big mover, I guess you might say. This had a very nice day yesterday, and I didn't pull a trigger on any of them because I was busy with that calendar, and then I had to go and do other things, so I didn't do any trades yesterday. This is one that I should have done and still could do because it's just getting back into the channel here that it had before. And what else did we have? Priceline. And in retrospect, I'm kind of glad that I didn't do anything on Priceline, because even though it gapped up at the open and triggered the alert, it pulled back the rest of the day. So I think I'm sort of glad that I didn't do anything on that. Only time will tell. Oops. And then the other one that I wanted to look at was XLV. And that also gapped up and then actually pulled back for the rest of the day. So overall, I would have to say that I'm pretty happy that I didn't jump on anything, nor did I do anything on SPX. So with that in mind, I'm going to jump right over into the A+ scan. You know, you guys, if you did something on those, that's good. I like that. So LinkedIn, we're looking at an expiration today. I think we're going to be pretty safe on that. Let's do, go to the Analyze tab on that. Yeah, we should be able to pull a whole whopping $75 out of that. It's not going to be a profitable week because of that SPX trade, and we'll recap that on Monday. But at least this one appears to have worked out. Where are we here with our short? We're at 10 cents right now. Okay. All right, back to the monitor tab and back to our A+ scan. Okay, so here I was doing a price channel here. The single line wasn't doing anything for me. So if I'm looking for where is the midpoint here, so what I did was I set this up this way, and if I wanted to do a calendar out here, like for next week, I would have to do it around maybe 5:15. Might be a good price. Let's look at what 5:15 would be. We're looking at 16%. Wow. I'm looking at the IV here, and what's our IV percentile? 2%. Wow. That's really, really low, especially for Apple. There's just nothing out there. Okay, so if we were looking at 5:15, buy a calendar, $2.72, and spread this out a little bit. Come on, why does that to me all the time? And it doesn't look like a very good thing to me. It's just, I think that would be a waste of $272 in my opinion, just to be able to get 200 back or make 200. That's not good enough for me. So I think I'll leave this in here. I was looking here to get the weekly, to get the hash marks on here to get to the weekly and see where it would end up next Friday, which would be here. And that's what I was trying to do here. Can I go out another week? Let's look at another week out, say at, you still look at 5:15. Still only at 19. That's horrible. That's really bad. It's a little bit better. We get the wings come out here a little bit further. Well, not really wings. The slope is a little wider, I guess you might say, a little bit more gradual rather than just almost a straight down shot. So that looks a little bit better. And you could go a little bit later with your long. It's going to cost you a lot more money, but it does spread things out a little bit better. Just not sure where it's going to go, and I don't know. Not sure if that's what I want to do. That's $200 for that to maybe make 300. No, I'll leave it up here. Maybe I'll lock it in, and we'll keep an eye on it. All right, let's get going here. I digress. Adobe's coming up pretty nice here. We're up to like almost, like $14. But that's not one of our A-plus candidates. That's one of our simulated trade candidates that we're going to talk about sometime in the future. But let's let those things simmer a little bit. All right, Amazon. We have a hook up on Amazon. So I'm going to throw an alert out here. Oops. Forgot to unpause it. I don't know where I was at, but I have alerts on FedEx, and I have an alert on Chipotle. Just to go back and review quickly. I forgot to unpause it, that's why it ended up being a little bit choppy. So how did Green Mountain do after their earnings? Big open and then a pullback, and we'll see how that one works out in the coming days. Google. Okay, we have a hookup on Google. We are in a nice strong trend here, so we'll throw an alert on that. Moving right along, LinkedIn. We have a hookup, but we're in a downtrend, so we're going to move this over to here and see if we get another entry for next week. MasterCard. Waiting. I'll move this over. Marvel. This is my kids' thing. How's it doing? Wow. Yes. I like that. Marvel must have had a marvelous day. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I had a very nice day. Alright. We like that. Big, fat, juicy IV on that baby. Let's see, where are we? Netflix. I take that bar off of there. There. Okay. We have a hookup on Netflix. And I got another email from them saying, oh, come back, come back. Yeah, you need to wait a little bit longer, I think, before I come back to them. Redbox works pretty good for me. It's make my reservation on the web, on their website, and then go and get it. If I'm going to be out for that day, we have a hookup on Nike. And we got a lot of alerts for today. You have to be careful though with the weekend, so just make sure that you're getting. It's a good day though to go next week because we got the weekend for the juice. So you can't make any money unless you're playing. If you're not playing, you're not making any money. Priceline. I have a hook up here, but I think I'm going to take a pass on it. Might be a little bit too rich for my blood. I'm not sure here. We're at 33. It's pretty juicy. Pretty juicy. Where's the 20 delta? Way down at 1130. That's not really all that way down. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a pass on Priceline. Kaihu, keyhole, whatever. Trying to figure out what it's got an IV of 71. I'm going to take a look here at an iron condor, maybe. Oh, no. Don't want to do that. All right, let's just wait to see what happens with their earnings. And this, their IV may totally collapse there. Tesla. This was my calendar thing here. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of both these alerts because they no longer apply. And now we're waiting for another. It's amazing how it's just stochastic's not coming up here and helping us at all. Okay. All right. V is for victory or Visa. We have a hookup on Visa, so we're going to put an alert on this. I won't enter, if all these go off, I won't enter more than maybe 3 or 4 today. I have to pick out the best one. I don't want to go too crazy. Okay, and WAG. We had an alert trigger yesterday. Kind of liking it, so I'm going to re-alert this today. It's got a nice IV. I believe that we can get a couple of plays in here before their earnings. Back away from this a little bit and see what's going on here. I have a lot of price consolidation. If you were to put a channel in here, you would say that this is now at the top of the channel. So I'm going to unalert this because that is a concern here. So I'm going to draw this thing here like this. Sort of like what I did with Apple. And see if it continues to play inside that channel as we march towards their earnings in December. And then XLV. I could probably just jump in on that anytime, do a chase trade on this. I'm going to put another alert on it and see if it continues up. And see how that goes. Alright, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoy your weekend. If you want to watch a little bit of live video from my trade yesterday on Tesla for the calendar, you can. It's not really all that exciting. And I started out with no audio on it, so don't be surprised if you don't hear anything at first. Alright, so have a great day, great weekend, and happy trading. Okay, I thought I'd turn on my mic here and tell you what's going on here. You see that Tesla is pretty flat at the open, above the previous day's close, but hasn't been doing much. If anything, it's been pulling back slightly. So, with that in mind, I'm going to wait. This is what I paid for the calendar, and this is what it's worth right now. If I can get the midpoint when I sell it, probably not. But I could set up a limit order because I'm going to want to hit the road, and you saw that we had a bunch of alerts go off for today already. We had XLV, Walgreens, and Priceline all fired off today. So I can add this as a piece in maybe in the daily scan tomorrow, because this really does have to do with daily scan trades. And you can see the white line's getting closer to the red line, and we're well below 300, which I believe we were above before. Price is pulling back though. We're up to $1.43 here. So what I could do here is just say create duplicate order, and maybe say I want to sell this for $1.50. And I don't know if I'll get that, but you can always come back later and see what happens. So we're up to $1.31 now. $1.50 would put us where? I don't know, price would have to come down a pretty considerable amount, I think. Alright, so I'm going to stop this recording for now and see what happens later. We're up to $1.34, $1.33. So hoping Tesla takes a digger. So over here you can see it shows the order on here, so it's estimating that we need to get down to 119, and that should be a pretty easy move for Tesla to get down to here. So that's it for now. Well, fellow option traders, it's pretty apparent that this puppy is not going to go anywhere today, and I'll be lucky to get anything out of it at all. So I think I am going to, what am I doing here? I think I'm going to change my order to, we're at $1.23. Maybe I can squeeze $1.24 out of it. So let's see if we can do it. 1.24. And see if we get a taker on that. Taker on that ticker. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. So now we're sitting here at 123.33, which is well within its range, and it would give us probably enough money to cover our transaction costs. So I'm going to kill this video for now. And that'll be it. Okay.